Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Katie and I'm so happy to have you here. So on my channel, I do mainly DIY videos, pretty much only DIY videos, and I love to bring you guys affordable and really easy tutorials so that you can have trendy home decor in your space, but not have to spend a ton of money. And I also try to use materials that are super easy to find so that you don't have to go out of your way to find any crazy supplies. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, I hope you will subscribe and stick around to watch more of my videos. Now, today's video is really exciting because it is in collaboration with the DIY queen herself, Hermione. I have been watching her channel since I started my own channel, so this is like a really exciting day for me. She's also going to be doing some home decor DIYs today on her channel. She does Ikea hacks, she does home decor, she's renovating her house. It has been so much fun to watch the transformation of each of her rooms that she's working on. She's so creative and talented, so if you guys are not already subscribed or haven't seen her channel somehow, make sure that you click the link in my description box so you can check it out. She is just, like I said, the absolute DIY queen, so I know you guys will love her. So as you already know, I'm doing Ikea hacks today. So first things first, we've got to do a quick little haul. So the first thing I have is the Smara box with lid. It's just this wicker material and it comes apart. Here's the little lid part. And I'll link everything down below as well for you guys so that you can click through and see them for yourself. But this was $14.99. Then we have the Hema light kit in white. So it comes with the bulb, the cord, everything. And this is one that plugs into the wall. And this was $11.99. Okay, this is the Beckvam spice rack. So it's just this wood spice rack. It was only $4.99 and I'm going to try to flip it into something really cute. I also got 3 of these Valdoft candles and I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be using them or not, but I liked the color of the glass and they smell really good. They were only $1.99 each, so if I don't end up using them, I do have some nice candles. And I also have this basket, maybe my favorite piece that I got. I will not even try to attempt to pronounce it, but like I said, I'll link it down below. It was $14.99. I love the like little scalloped pattern on it and I'm so excited to use this. Okay, so those are all of the items we're gonna be working with today for our hacks, so let's get started. All right, so for my little scalloped basket here that I love, we're going to make a hanging light, but we're gonna add a few extra touches to make it super cute. So the first step is to cut a small hole in the bottom of the basket. This is the most difficult part of it, but you just have to keep working at it and you'll get it. I used some like heavy duty wire cutters or clippers and then also my regular scissors, and I just started prying a few of the pieces back and cutting them. And you only need to make it big enough for the like outlet plug end of the cord to fit through. You don't have to make it really big. So I finally got it big enough and I just slid the cord through from underneath and pulled it through, and you have to get this little switch through the hole too, and then just pull it all the way up so then you have this light fixture part where your bulb's gonna go at the top. So now you can see it'll hang perfectly. The cord was feeling a little plain, so I wanted to dress it up a bit. So I took a yarn needle and put it on some of this white yarn, and then I added a bunch of small wood beads. You can see I have a ton here, and so I thought it would be really pretty to kind of weave it around the cord. So I just strung on a bunch of beads. I don't even know how many. I just sort of estimated how many I would need. I probably could have done even more, but I think it turned out really cute. So at the end, I just tied a knot around the last bead a few times so it wouldn't fall off. Then I added a little bit of hot glue to the cord right on the other side of the basket, and then I started weaving this bead garland around the cord. So just kind of wrapped it around and kind of played with it to make sure it looked how I wanted it to look. It doesn't have to be super perfect. I just think it's a nice little touch rather than just having a plain cord. It's a really easy way to sort of dress it up a bit. When I got to the other end of the garland, I did the same thing. I just tied a knot off and then I added a bit of glue and glued that bead down. But it wasn't feeling quite finished yet, so I thought maybe we needed to add a few tassels. So again, I'm using this white yarn and this piece of cardboard, and all you need to do is wrap your yarn around your cardboard or whatever you have a bunch of times. I think I counted that I wrapped it 30 times each time I made a tassel. Then I just cut off that extra yarn and cut off another piece, and I slid it underneath the yarn on the cardboard and pulled it up to the top. That's what you're gonna use to hang your tassel up by. Then cut one more piece, slide your tassel off of the cardboard, lay that next piece down, and then put your tassel right over top, and then tie a double knot or a triple knot just so it won't come undone. And then you'll have that little rounded ball at the top for the tassel. Last step is to put your scissors through the loop at the bottom and just cut it. You can trim it up to make sure that it's nice and even, and now you've got your tassel. So I decided to make 12 of these because I'm gonna put them on every other loop of the basket. So I just created a bunch, made sure they were all even, and then started tying them on. So like I said, every other loop on the basket, I would put a tassel. So I just kind of put those ends of the string around it, tied a couple of knots, and then trimmed off the extra yarn. And that is the whole thing. Now it's ready to hang up. I absolutely love how this looks. I think it's super unique, but really fun. I wanted to get really creative with this spice rack hack. So here's a little board slash shelf that it comes with, and I have these candles here that I showed you, and I wanted to make sure that all three of them would fit across, and they do. So we're actually going to make a propagation station for my plants so I can propagate all of my little plants. So I have this attachment for my drill that you can drill holes right into the wood, and I did a little test on some scrap wood and it was the perfect size, which was amazing. So I laid that down on top of my board over some painter's tape so I could draw on it easily. I just traced that circle there, found the center point, and then I measured from the edge of that circle to the other end of the board, found the center point there, and did the same thing on the other side so the three would be evenly spaced. Then I just drilled all 3 holes and it worked perfectly. The last thing you'll want to do is just file that down so that there aren't any rough edges. You can just kind of sand it down to make sure that it's all nice and smooth and looks pretty and finished. Then you can remove the tape if you decide to do that step. And I wanted to make sure that these jars would actually fit just to be sure. So I tested that out and they fit perfectly. I was so happy. Couldn't believe it, honestly, how perfectly that worked out. So like I said, we're not gonna be using these as candles, though you certainly could. It would be really pretty as a candle holder, but I wanna make a propagation station. So what I like to do is just put my candles in a pot of simmering water, just simmer it on low, and you'll see the wax all starting to melt. It should become completely liquid. Then you can dump that wax into another jar. I actually made another candle out of these, so I didn't waste anything. Then I put the spice rack completely together, and normally it would go like this, but what we're gonna do is flip it upside down so that bar is hanging on the bottom, so you could hang something on it if you wanted to put it in the bathroom with like a little towel or something. The only thing is you have to flip the hardware, the hanging hardware, upside down, but it's super easy. Just remove the screws and put them back in. Here are my finished jars. They are so gorgeous. They're ready for some little plant cuttings and we can propagate. This one seems almost too easy, but I really like the way it turned out. So I removed the lid of that box, and on the bigger section, the bottom, I'm gonna make this cool little hanging shelf. So I took a wood dowel and just painted it with my favorite paint color. It's this warm beige color that I use a lot, so it matches a lot of things in my office. I just gave it a couple of coats of paint and let that dry. And then the last thing you have to do is just put it through 2 of the holes in the basket, and then you've got something that you can hang up your sunglasses, your glasses, earrings, jewelry, whatever you want, and then you can also store things on the bottom. So I think this is a really cute way to display little like knickknacks. I've got my headband, my lotion, my glasses, things like that. And then at the last minute, I decided to use the other half of the basket to make an earring holder. So I just added a few. I think it looks so pretty and it's a really fun way to display my earrings. there you have it. Those are our Ikea hacks of the day. I really hope you guys enjoyed them. Let me know in the comments down below which one was your favorite. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe, give it a thumbs up, you know the drill, and don't forget to go over to Hermione's channel and watch her video. I'm so excited to watch it myself, so I'm gonna go do that, and I'll see you guys next week for a brand new video.